Hi guys, my name is Chidi. In this video, I'll be showing you a step-by-step approach to deploy your first machine learning model using continuous integration and continuous deployment pipeline. So let's get started. And today, we're taking it one step further. So we'll be moving from continuous integration to continuous deployment. That means whenever I make changes to my code, GitHub Actions will automatically retrain the model, update the train model.pkf file, which I have saved, and redeploy my Streamlit app without me lifting what? A finger. So easy. And this is a very powerful workflow that mirrors what companies use in production. It keeps the model very fresh, the deployment up to date, and ensures that any improvement in the pre-processing, the training script, or the architecture which I've defined instantly reflects in my live application, which I'll be showing you in the next page. Think of this as building a fully automated AI delivery pipeline, from code changes to live predictions, all in a single push. So by the end of this tutorial, you will not only understand how the automation works, but you also have a professional grade deployment pipeline, which you can proudly showcase in your portfolio. This is what the final output of the house price prediction app will look like. So I'm now using a model which I've trained, which is the model.pkl file, which is now saved in my repo. That is what Streamlit.io is using to make this prediction right now. So this is live prediction. So let me change the area of the house to like 5, or I can change it to 10, the area 10 square foot. Number of bathrooms 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of bedrooms can be reduced, and you can just tweak the figures. Then this 0 and 1, if you say high water heating, no is 0, 1 is yes. Air condition, yes, I'll click 1. Furnishing status 0 or 1, which is yes or no. So if I click on predict price, as you can see, this is the predicted price for this kind of house with these futures. If I change this now, the area to be probably 20, the number of bedrooms to be like 9, bathrooms increased, water heating, I put yes, sorry, basement yes, water heating yes, parking space yes, guest room yes. And if I make predictions, as you can see, this is the new price for these futures with the 22 square meters and 10 bedrooms with 10 bathrooms. 2-story building. I will have the price. This is the predicted price, and this is making use of the model which I have trained and saved it inside my GitHub repo. So at the end of this tutorial, you should be able to make such app and predict it live using Streamlit.io. So let's get started. Now the first step is to open Visual Studio Code. We'll create an app and name it app.py, and this is the user interface of our application which we'll be using in Streamlit. So I open VS Code. This is my VS Code. This is the project I've been working on in the continuous integration pipeline video which I explained. As you can see, the data is still here. The same data I'm using. The model.pky which we've trained is still here. The predicted.py file, the training model.py file. So we'll be creating a new file. Call it app.py. Inside this app, we'll define our user interface, what it's going to be like. This first thing is to import. After importing this code, next thing for us, we'll load the model, because we've already trained the model, which is the model. This is which model which we've trained and saved it here as model.pkl. We'll load the model. Once we load the model, next thing we do is to give our model a title, which is that title, the price you see at the beginning when you open your app. What you see when you open your app, this housing price prediction app, I can call it, let me name it myself, Chidima housing price prediction app. Enter, please enter your property details below to get the predicted price. Awesome. After that, the next thing we do is to collect the user input. So here we'll be defining what the kind of inputs we need. So because the inputs for our training models were area, bedrooms, bathrooms, stories, and these other stuffs here, So we need to take input for them too, and this input will be taken in form of a form. I will explain this, and this is what define it as a form, but I won't be going into details in this video because I've explained this in my previous video. The next thing is the button to predict. The button to predict. So once after the user enters the input, the next thing is to predict. So once the user has predicts, wants to make a prediction here, once you click, it predicts. So we save this as model. Now we're done with this. At this stage, we've completed the app.py file which we created, which is the user interface for our project. Is a title, like I said. So the next thing, we're going to click on requirements, and we add Streamlit as a requirement, and you save it, Control S. So let's check. After doing that, the next thing, we'll push it to GitHub. We'll push this to GitHub so it will be updated before we go to Streamlit account, streamlit.io to open a new free account. So push to GitHub, open terminal, new terminal. Then inside this terminal, as you can see, this is, if you type CD, it will show you, okay, the pathway. Okay, we're inside this housing price CD already. So I will use git add dots, then I enter git commit. I'll commit this project. I can say updating app. Okay, now I'll push to the origin main. Push to origin main. Okay, good. We successfully pushed this to our GitHub. So this app which we edited and this requirement which we updated has been updated inside our repo in GitHub. So the next step is to open Streamlit.io. As you can see, this is Streamlit. I already have it there, Streamlit.io. So it loads, it opens this interface. You can deploy a free app. Want to deploy a free app? So we need to connect this Streamlit to GitHub. I'll just go back to this point. Free. Let me just log into GitHub. If I'm not logged in already, I'm already logged into GitHub. I already have this app here. So if you are logging in for the first time, the first thing you do is to create an app. So you deploy the app. You click on deploy now. So you select the repo where you'll be using to get your model.pkf file and your app.py file for this app. So right now I used my repo. The repo I used is housing price CI/CD pipeline. So I specify this. So the main file part is for the UI, which is the app. You know, it's this app.py. I use the app in my VS Code. I have this app.py which I used to define my user interface for my projects, and I use app.py to specify this. You can see app original optional. You can leave this on, the means available. So the next thing you click on deploy the app. So when you click on deploy, it will just build your interface, and very easy. So this is the app, Chidima housing price prediction app, which I created. As you can see, this is it. Please enter your property. Okay, I said enter your, there was no space here. Please enter your, as you can see, enter your property. I'll place a space, then I'll have to push this back to my GitHub repo to update, but that's not a problem. So as you can see, this is the app, this is the price prediction. So once I have this model created and also pushed now to Streamlit.io. So this is a live app. So if I do my prediction, I can just change these figures. This is like I make a number of bathrooms, update this, make your predictions very fast. So you click predict price, you see this is the price of the house, so it's working perfectly. Now the app is up and running. The automation is working perfectly. Our action, if you check the action script in your GitHub, you'll find that it checks good, working perfectly, and you can use the app for prediction. So in this video, I'll not be showing you how to update your CI, the YAML file, to automatically retrain the model and to update the model.pkf file and deploy it. Make sure you to stream because it involves a kind of a complex pattern for beginners, and this is a beginner video. So if you follow on through other videos I'll be posting, I'll show you how to run this fourth stage. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have followed along from step 1 through step 4, you now have the skills to set up a CI/CD pipeline that can not only build and train your machine learning model automatically, but also deploy it seamlessly to a platform like Streamlit. Wow, awesome. Thank you guys.